Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy ALin, and we back today with another video, man. So look, first and foremost, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure y'all go down and hit that subscribe button. Also leave a like on the video and comment down below what else y'all want to see on the channel, man. Just help your boy grow. I do want to say, I did say before I was going to drop a lot of videos in December, but it got pretty hectic with work and selling shoes because it was the holiday season, and your boy was just very busy. So I was only able to drop like 2-3 videos for you guys. But I already made this promise to myself, and I'm going to make this promise to you guys, that I'm going to drop a video a day for the rest of the year, and hopefully that consistency leads into next year and we could just go to the next level in 2022, man. We're supposed to do that this year, but I just had to set a lot of stuff in motion, and it's been like a lot of up and downs for 2021, especially like, you know, I caught COVID and stuff like that. It was just a lot in 2021. But enough of that being said, if y'all didn't check out the last video, it was the Yeezy Beluga review. Make sure y'all go check that out. I'm gonna drop a card up there, and let's hop into today's video. So today's video, you guys should already know by the title, it is another sneaker review, and here we have 3 pairs of the Yeezy 350 Boost V2. I guess they call it the MX Rock. Honestly don't know why it's called MX Rock, but that's just the colorway of this sneaker, man. When I first seen these online and pictures surfaced, I thought it was just gonna be like another black Yeezy, which was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? With the new, you know how they have the stripe before, it used to be like writings on it. This one was just gonna have like a clear stripe, and I thought it had like 3M hints in it with different like weaves, but it ended up being black after I took like a deeper look at it, and that really didn't impress me that much. But I still think it's overall like a pretty cool, you know, sneaker, and it's a solid colorway, man. So yeah, let's just jump into the review and unboxing. Shout out to my boy Shahid. He was able to assist me on a couple pairs. This is a size 7. This one is an 8.5. So I'll be bringing you guys an on feet on them, if it wants to focus. And then this one is a size 9.5. So let's just review the 8.5. Go into the box. Regular Yeezy box, Yeezy 350 box. You got the 350 up top, Boost on the side, and you have the size tag over here. As you guys can see, it reads Yeezy Boost 350, and then the color code is MX Rock, size 8.5, and on the bottom it reads made by Adidas. This pair I think is made in Vietnam, so it's a little bit like different than the made in China pairs. I don't even know if this had made in China pairs, because usually Foot Locker they get the made in China pairs. But yeah, there you guys just have a reference for, like, you know, compared to real versus fakes, if you guys think the shoe you're buying might be fake or not. So yeah, let's just get into unboxing. You know, Yeezy 350s is a slide open box, so damn, just slid off just like that. So yeah, slide open. You have the brown paper on the inside, and underneath the brown paper we have the sneaker right here. Boom. All right, see, that was what I was talking about. I thought it just had like little black with hints of like the white knit or like clear knitting, and I thought that was like 3M, but it's not. It's like knitted with that, and there's some brown in there as well. But overall, a pretty clean sneaker though. I can't really complain about it too much. It's like basically a black Yeezy with hints of brown. So if you guys remember the clay brown pair that came out for the 700s, this is kind of like reminds me of that colorway. But with that being said, let's just jump into a quick little b-roll so you guys can look at all the details of the sneaker, and then we're gonna come back and break down the whole shoe and give out the entire review, man. So yeah, let's cut to that. Alright, so coming back from the b-roll, as you guys could see, the details. Let me know what you guys think about the shoe down below, man, in the comments. And yeah, let's just jump into the colorway breakdown. So as for the colorway breakdown, it's pretty simple. Mainly black on the sneaker with hints of brown on the stitching on the upper, and then they have also the clear stitching that kind of looks like white, but this is more of like a grayish stitching, I believe, to be like a rock. That's like a rock color. So it has black, the brown stitching, and then the plastic gray clear stitching, I want to call it, to make it, you know, kind of look like a rock. But yeah, that's just the colorway, man. Then the midsole is black, and then the outsole is black with the boost, which is in white. Black rope laces as well, with black on the insole. They have the 3M Adidas the detail right here, and a black pull tab on the back. And that pretty much breaks down the colorway, man. Now let's talk about materials. As for materials, as I said in my Beluga review, Adidas has found this perfect formula setup for like a comfortable, and I guess you could say stylish sneaker. And yeah, so as for the upper, it's just prime knit usually, but this pair has some plastic weaved into it. Plastic for the black stripe across right here, and plastic for the, I don't know if it's like gray or like clear stitching on the upper as well, as you guys can see on both sides. And then the rest of the upper is in that prime knit material, which is really nice, and it's soft and it's like flexible and all that, and it even's durable in a sense because it doesn't really rip that easily. As for the midsole and outsole, they use this cage boost setup, which is really comfortable and really nice, because Adidas Boost is still one of the best midsole materials out there in today's market, and it's just like really bouncy and comfortable, man. And then it's caged in with this rubber on the midsole and outsole, and that's just if you compare it to the Ultra Boost, they don't have that caged in boost. It's just free boost. But this one, since it's caged in, I feel like it has like a little bit more support. I don't know, man, that's just me, but yeah, it's caged in all around. The laces are rope laces, and the pull tab in the back is like plastic or this stitching material right there. And yeah, that's pretty much the materials of the sneaker. Now as for sizing on these, I do recommend you guys going true to size on these, because they fit a little bit more wide as compared to like older Yeezys. This new Yeezy, I would suggest going true to size, because usually I tell people to go up half a size on Yeezys, but this one you could go true to size and you should be fine, just because it's a little wide and it's not fully that prime knit material up top. It has other material in it as well. Actually, this like right here looks really nice. Like the shoe actually looks really nice. But yeah, you guys can go true to size on these. So I'm an 8.5, 9. I usually get my Yeezy in the 9, but I could fit either one in this shoe right here, because this one's an 8.5 and it fits perfect. With that being said, let's just touch on comfort real quick before we get into the on feet. You guys should already know by my material breakdown that I think Yeezys are really comfortable. Yeezy 350s are probably one of the most comfortable sneakers out there still. I'll have to give it like a 9.5 out of 10. My only main gripe about the sneaker is that the break-in period on the forefoot right here, sometimes you have some like little, it pinches your foot because it's a little tight, but once you break in the sneaker, it's probably one of the most comfortable sneakers. So definitely a 9.5 out of 10 as for comfort. And with all those aspects broken down on the sneaker, let's just jump into a quick little on feet to show you guys how these look on feet, man. I'm gonna throw them on with some Adidas Calabasas pants like I usually do, or maybe I'll throw them on with some Essential pants, however I'm feeling. And yeah, so you guys see how they look on feet. So let's hop to that, and then I'll come back and wrap things up with my resale prediction and my final opinion, man. So let's cut to that.
That's so deep.
Alright, so coming back from the on feet, hopefully you guys got a good look at the sneaker, man. And they do look pretty nice. Usually, like I said, black Yeezys, you can't really go wrong with them. And this one is like majority, I would say 80% black, so you can't really go wrong with it. Wearing it with anything, you could wear it casually to the gym, you could wear it casually just to chill, you could wear it, you know, if you want to be fly, you could be fly, you know what I'm saying? But all that being said, let's talk about Resell. So Resell on this sneaker, compared to Belugas, retail was only $220 on these. The Belugas, they upped it this year to $240 because I guess that was like a reflective pair. But yeah, these were only $220, so after tax in New York, it comes out to like almost $240. I just rounded up to like, it was like $239.52 or something. I just rounded up to like $240. If you're in a tax-free state, $220. Whatever state you're in that has less tax, y'all know the drill. But right now, these are reselling for about $280 to $285, depending on sizes, and that's around the range that is at. Do I see these going up? I personally do see these going up because it is a majority black sneaker. Majority black Yeezy, not sneaker. And majority black Yeezys do tend to go up over time. But the Yeezy hype has been dying down in like the past year. Because even when the Belugas re-released, the resale wasn't crazy on those. Over time, they do tend to go up. And you guys should be good picking these up around like retail price or a little bit over retail price. I wouldn't panic on them. I do suggest if you guys hold on to them, I think they'll go up to like around 300, 320, maybe even smaller sizes go to like 350. So pretty confident on them. But you could look at a shoe as the 700 V2 Clay Browns, because this one has brown and black, so does that shoe. But this is also a 350, and people notice 350 is a lot more than 700 V2s. So I do see these going up into the 300 range. I just feel like it's gonna take like a couple months, especially like there's a lot of sneakers out right now and more sneakers releasing in the future. So it's gonna take it a couple months to get into the 300s range. Now to wrap things up with my final opinion, like I said in the beginning of the video, I probably won't be adding these to my collection just because I have the Yeezys that I kind of want, I kind of already have in my collection, so I won't be adding these. But these are a solid colorway. Not the best colorway, like I would just get the all black ones. But if you want to, you know, have a little bit of flash or in colors instead of just being an all black sneaker, you guys can pick these up. And it's super comfortable, so you're not really like losing out. If you get them for retail, hey, even better, man. I won't be picking these up or adding them to my collection, but they are a pretty cool sneaker, man. So y'all let me know y'all comments about what y'all think about the sneaker down below. Are you picking them up, or you be holding on to them? And y'all just let me know down in the comments, man. It's your boy ALin. I'm checking out. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe and stay swaggy, man. We out.